For the other most valuable player, we look to a young woman who, after years of waiting, broke the fat 100 in discus, the fat 30 in shot, and the lesser-known 670 in javelin. While training for these events, she also taught middle schoolers how to throw and even coached at a meet alongside her co-coach, Coach Kat. Coach E-Dog, you balanced leadership with hard work, fun with discipline, joy and focus to bring something to Plumstead that we've never had before, a district champion. For years, students will be distracted during chapel by your name on a fresh new banner on our wall. Yep. I'm so excited to see what you can do at States, and I'm so thankful to have coached you and seen you grow from a 30-foot discus thrower in 9th grade to a 110-foot thrower in 11th. And we still aren't even done yet, so congrats. On the men's side, the most valuable player is an athlete who dropped nearly an entire second from his 100-meter time in 1 year. That is an amazing achievement for a sprinter. He went from being an athlete who nearly qualified for districts his freshman year to being the 4th fastest man in the fastest district in Pennsylvania, missing States by 0.04 seconds. I actually looked this morning too, and he would have competed at States had we had a lower standard. But again, this is the fastest district in the entire state. He worked through a long indoor season in the weight room and on the track to earn these accolades and to be able to justifiably utter these words to his chief competitor. Listen, Kratz, I don't know what you're thinking, but you're not winning this race. Zach Mayrow, excellent season. I cannot wait to see what and who you grow into.
Yeah, Zach!
For the Most Improved Award, we have 2 athletes who tied for this honor in completely different events, but are also in a strange twist of fate brothers. Gasp. They're also both not here, so whatever. But we can hear how great they are. Josiah Weber came into track having never done a varsity sport at Plumstead. He came in with little knowledge of the sport, and he trusted me to guide him into whatever I thought he would excel. At the end of the season, he dropped nearly 1.5 minutes from his mile time and a full 30 seconds from his 800. When he PR'd, he planned on even greater goals. When he didn't, he analyzed and found learning opportunities and ways to grow from his failures. Josiah was a pleasure to coach this season, and I'm excited to see where he goes from here. He has already made plans of trying to break the 5-minute mark in the mile, so he should be very proud of his season. And his brother Gideon came in with more track background than Josiah, but this year I asked him to switch into throwing along with the event that he does, the triple jump. He equally trusted me and worked to become a formidable thrower, recording a personal record in almost every meet, ending the season with over a 10-foot PR in javelin, discus, and then a 5-foot PR in triple jump from his 8th grade year. You might not also guess it, but Gideon is also stronger than a Soviet experiment gone awry. Though he did it with horrible form, he deadlifted 460 pounds, a feat that bested me and made him the true king of Wakanda. Congrats, Skid Kid, on an excellent season. For the Coaches Awards, I wanted to acknowledge athletes who invested in this team and achieved too. Coach Mancini and I talked at length about this, and we decided to go this direction. So to begin with, I'd like to acknowledge Lily Taylor, a freshman who came into the season with some background in running distance, but definitely not in throwing javelin. Lily finished the season with excellent times in the 800 and mile, times that bode well for a future in mid-distance running. From the beginning of the season until the end, Lily dropped nearly 20 seconds in both of these events. She also approached me about competing in javelin, a deceptively hard event. On her first throw, she hit 49-ish feet, and by the end of the season, she made finals at a major competition and hit, I believe it was 70 feet, wasn't it? No, it was 69. It was 69 at the last one, at the very least. And next year, she'll look to hit 75 feet and go to districts. Excellent work, Lily, and we're looking forward to next season. The other Coaches Award for women goes to an athlete that Coach Mancini and I both felt deserved recognition, not just for athletic skill, but also leadership and service to her team. Katie Tull not only competed at a high level, earning second in both shot put and discus at districts, she also led at a high level, encouraging younger students to excel and teaching them proper form, especially in the throws. She even came to a few meets for middle schoolers and coached the entire time and stayed with them. She led off the Penn Relays 4x1 too, and when we needed someone to fill in our last spot. So congrats, Katie. Awesome job. And finally, the Men's Coach Award was earned by a young man who taught younger athletes, led through example, and willingly entered into a plethora of events for the sake of his team's success. He ran in the Penn Relays 4x1, crushed the throws, broke the men's shot put record by over a foot, and competed thick for our team. Josiah Provan, thank you for being such a leader on this team, such a help to me in coaching, and for breaking Dave's stupid record. Congratulations. Before I'd end, I'd like to thank my fellow coach, Lorraine Mancini. If any of you haven't met this amazing woman yet, then you've probably been actively hiding from her, because she's the friendliest, most joyful, and encouraging person on the planet. Lorraine, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your help this season. The initiative you took to find resources, articles, drills, and connections with other coaches enabled the jumpers to succeed this year. You've grown into an excellent track coach and an even better encourager for these young people. I'm truly blessed to work with you and to continue to work with you in our preparation for states. To the woman who is constantly building up others and giving of herself, I give you my thanks. Parents too, thank you for trusting me with the success of your children. I didn't once get a complaint from any of you about making your child run in the freezing cold, rain, or snow, and I appreciate that. I'd like to especially thank the Mayros, the Currys, and the Provans for their help with coaching when I could not. Tanya and Sandy did an excellent job coaching their first ever track meet this year. And Chris and Nancy, your continued support enables this program to thrive and grow. Thank you all. As a team, we learned what it was to truly endure. Equally, we learned what it was to commit to something even with no guarantee of success. Even if we hadn't had such an ultimately successful season, if these athletes had simply learned this lesson about commitment, I would have counted the season a success. Because, as Keanu Reeves once said, pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever. So thank you.